So how for men with low testosterone levels, how will getting on TRT will change their lives? So welcome back to the TRT and Hormone Optimization YouTube channel. And as guests today, I have Tom and Sam from the Mojo Clinic. Hi, guys.
Hi. How you doing?
So just one quick question for you. So how for men with low testosterone levels, how will getting on TRT will change their lives?
So, I mean, I think the main thing is the symptoms that you're suffering with, which is usually what guys have sort of come down the road for, which it can be hugely traumatic. It's like sexual dysfunction, can't not be able to get erection, libido's low, fatigue, brain fog, anxiety. I think the big enough thing is just having those resolved. If testosterone is the cause of that. And that enough, I think when I approached it, I said, if you could improve one of my symptoms, like marginally, I would have been happy with things. And then I think that then it just leads over into the rest of your life. And you realize that for that time where you've had low testosterone, when you feel better and those things are resolved, you start to notice all of the areas in which it was affecting you. Like when I was at work, sleep, my ability to process just like thoughts and plan things, testosterone does affect the dopamine, regulation in your brain. Lots of men end up going to see, consultant psychiatrists for adult ADHD assessments when they've got low testosterone, because they present with the same sort of processing and ability to motivate and work towards a goal. We actually, we do have a consultant psychiatrist that does refer patients over to us because we've got all hormone testing and things set up, and he's aware of how that happens. But it can be that dramatic that you've gone to seek out, something for, a neurodevelopmental condition, because it's how much of it's affecting your life. And people go, a bit of brain fog, but that is huge because it does just affect everything. So I think that is the main thing is when you start to get those symptoms resolving, and then you actually start to sort of live your life and re-experience those things again. You notice, because you've been in such a bad place, you appreciate how much, it means to have those things back. And actually, people often prosper when they start TRT. You hear them going, like, I've been stuck in a job for 3 years and I didn't think I could move on. And now I've gone off and I've done this, because I wanted to do it and I felt like I could. I was able to plan it. I'm not feeling fatigued and tired, and I don't have stress at home because of, a relationship and sexual issues, or, they just have a normal sex life now, which is obviously key to just, optimal health. So yeah, I'd say from my view that's such a key part.
Awesome. Anything you want to add, Tom?
Yeah, I think that whilst just inherently correcting clinically low testosterone levels with testosterone replacement will come with many, many, many benefits of its own, one of the underrated aspects of testosterone replacement is that having an optimal testosterone then allows you to go on to doing the things that you need to do to be a productive human, advance your place in life with respects to, if you have low testosterone, you know that you should be exercising, you know that you should be dieting and eating well. But if every time you get home from work, your mood is so low and your energy levels are so low that you can't physically, get up off the sofa when you get home, then you can have all the kind of will in the world, but men physically can't go and exercise. And then, because testosterone is so influential in muscle protein synthesis, the recovery from physical activity, even if you do somehow manage to get to the gym at night, exercise, you wake up the next morning and you're riddled with delayed onset muscle soreness, joint pain, etc., that can take up to a week to go away. So although testosterone does have benefits of its own, it's more so of a foundational hormone and lets you put in the work that you need to put into to get where you need to be, which a lot of men also find very valuable.
Yeah, I think that part that feeds in of if you've for years eaten properly, like Stephen, like all the things that you teach and all of your knowledge about diet and training and lifestyle, lots of guys can be implementing the right things and then just feeling hopeless, like, or maybe why isn't this happening to me? Like that guy it's working for, you know, then people start to maybe then start under eating because they're like, I don't want to put on any fat and things like that. And then as soon as you correct those things and then you start to see the changes, or you do that sort of, you know, that not diet, but you change your food, or, you know, you start doing a certain type of training and you start to see the results, then you get that compounding, you know, positive reinforcement, I think. And that's just key to progression as well, you know, making yourself better.
Do you think hormone optimization or TRT is just the cherry on top, or is it just the start of a whole journey that follows?
I think it provides the foundation that men need to get where they need to be, and without that foundation, a lot of men can't dig themselves out of that hole. Be it low mood, anxiety, you know, having, you know, being obese, being insulin resistant, etc., etc. All these various different types of acquired, essentially, you know, self-inflicted, for lack of a better phrase, diseases. Yes, you can try and get out of those things without testosterone, but if you do have clinically low levels of testosterone, you are somewhat at a handicap, and just correcting that and giving yourself the tools to then put the lifestyle changes in place, again assuming testosterone is low, because plenty of men can be insulin resistant, obese, etc., etc., low mood, depression, and they have, you know, perfectly normal levels of testosterone. But if you do have clinically low levels of testosterone, then it does provide that foundation for you to put the work in and get back to where you need to be on all fronts. So I would say it's the base which most people need to then propel themselves, versus being the cherry on top.
So when obese men, for example, come to your clinic, you don't say, no, you have to lose so many pounds first. No, you talk about them getting onto TRT next to working out, next to improving their diet and so on. It's just one piece of the puzzle, okay?
Yeah, and I think I've seen it plenty where, you know, we've got guys who are doing the right things and, you know, have been told by someone like an NHS endocrinologist, well, you know, you've got a testosterone of like 6, you know, nanomoles, and they're like, yeah, we'll we'll give it another year, you know, lose a bit more weight if you can lose any, and they've got, like, you know, they're insulin resistant. You know, this guy, one specific guy, you know, he's so depressed, he's doing all the right things. He lost a good amount of weight even, which was a really hard graft for him, but he still, levels were incredibly low. And then just starting TRT, just doing all the same things, you know, insulin resistant markers just started coming down, you know, he started progressing, the weight came off, everything in his health changed. And, you know, it's sometimes that, you know, could he have just been left to say, I'll just keep losing weight, just keep losing weight, just keep losing, and he wasn't going to lose it, you know. So yeah, I think it definitely is so key. Okay.
Thank you so much for all your insights, guys. And I will leave the link to your clinic in the description of this video. Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Thanks.